Here I go again on my own, going down the only road I've ever known. Wait a minute. That's White Snake, not Purple Snake. What am I doing?
Have you locked your doors today, ladies and gentlemen? Have you checked your windows and made sure that the deadbolts are fastened?
Because we are sad to let you know that there is a maniac on the loose, and he is standing around menacingly.
He's just standing there, menacingly.
He will come at you in any which way, an alleyway, and beat you up like a certain trike did to some bully.
Mm-hmm.
He will kill you in the most craziest of ways and even take children hostage.
Yeah. And he'll disappear in your reflection.
Which is like, wait. I know that you guys said that this is a game of chance and a game of like, yeah, it is. So how did this guy get involved in it? You see, it is a game of chance. It is a situation of, you live or you die.
There's also a chance that one of the other contestants is a serial killer.
Yeah, there's no rules on who it is. As we said, I even pointed it out in the very first review episode that the opening sequence of this show shows old men, old ladies, business people of various ages and sexes, along with a group of children, both aging from like 5 to maybe like 14, and their faces are all scribbled out.
To protect their identities.
Anyone is like fair game in this shit. Like, this battle royale has there's no qualifications, there's no nothing. It might be more fun if we add someone crazy into the mix because you never know. You
know what's funny? When I first saw the movie Battle Royale, the Japanese film that Catching Fire's based on,
surprisingly, no other movie has ever done that. And don't start with me with the Hunger Games.
Yeah. The
Hunger Games, well, I mean, the thing is, this isn't because of some government bullshit. This is pretty much just like, yeah, go ahead,
But yes.
It's live and die.
Yeah, so first time I saw what's it called, Battle Royale, there was this one kid in particular that you had to watch out for. A certain ginger, curly-haired kid who took the only firearm in the entire cornucopia. And I'm not gonna lie to you, when I was watching that movie for the first time and I see this kid, I'm like, you know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of Takashi Asakura. So it's very appropriate that today we discuss Kamen Rider Ryuki, episode 17 through 20, featuring the debut of, Takashi Asakura.
You mean episode 2 through 71?
Damn. Can you imagine we did that for real for Kamen Rider Ichigo? Just like cover 70 episodes all in one video.
Oh no, we'd be dead. We'd be dead.
We'd be dead, but at least we'd be finished quicker.
We would every episode consist of 1 minute intervals, and then finally like at least an hour, like to just be like, what the hell did we just watch?
Yeah, no, but getting a minute per episode would generally not be too difficult because if you really try to do that, it would go something like this. Episode 2, the Batman attacks and inflicts everyone with the virus, and Yuriko's still suspicious of Takashi, but then Takashi fights the Kaijin and actually defeats it. And Yuriko starts to realize that Takashi might actually not be a bad guy. But who is this Kamen Rider? Episode 3, the Scorpion Man. We got a bunch of prisoners being killed by Shocker and led by a Scorpion Man. Takashi is joined by one of his best friends from his racing days, but when they team up to fight Scorpion Man, it's revealed that he was Scorpion Man, and Takashi defeats him. And basically, it will keep going like that.
It would honestly work. It would, honestly. But if we were to do that, it would be no different than than the shorts that people be doing. And I'm like, I get it. I understand for the convenience, for the level of like just getting the information you need. But there's no discussing the episodes. There's no discussing the themes or the characters or who they are. It's just like, no, tell me what happened, and that's it.
Yeah.
Which you could go watch those. There's plenty. There's like literally a penny a dozen for those types of things.
Yeah, and it's not to disrespect any of the other TokuTubers who do this. It's just that, sometimes you want to like mix up the formula a bit. So here we are, mixing the formula a bit.
Mm-hmm. All we know is there is a very large influx of people now delving into the genre. I have noticed.
Mm-hmm.
There is a large influx of people that are now starting to talk about it.
Yeah,
which is fine. I'm not saying that there cannot be.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is that I'm hoping that they're here and they wish to stay, not just being a tourist and then moving on to what is like viable or popular,
Yeah, I'll say. Which reminds me, since it's our first podcast of the month of May, I have a question for you, our lovely audience. Did you enjoy watching Agito Psychic War? Did you not like it? What would you change about it? Don't tell us yet. Tell us when we actually get to Agito, and hopefully that doesn't happen until Agito Psychic War actually comes out on Blu-ray, so we could actually watch it ourselves.
Well, let's have to wait for it to come out.
Yeah. It's really funny because unfortunately I had to come back from Japan before the movie came out. And even a certain former Toei employee that we are well acquainted with also had to come back to the U.S. before the movie come out. So we share the same lament of being unable to watch the movie. But hey, he brought curry rice crackers, so thank you so much. Oh, and also, he got me something I never expected I would actually get my hands on. The first edition of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Volume 1.
Life-ready condition. Don't take mobility if you are.
Not that you wait. That's the for what, the original OVA or the 2000s?
No, this is the original manga from 1987.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, first edition.
And a shout out to everyone.
Even the spine is like super. Well, thankfully, it's the original what's called slip cover. But man, good times. Oh, look at that! There's Dio Brando right there.
A shout out to everyone who watches JoJo, and also just because I'll leave you with this little tidbit. Even though I was not aware of this when we did the review, I'll tell it to you now. We have a tokusatsu fact. Did you know that JoJo and Kamen Rider are actually linked together?
Are they now?
Not just because of strange monsters or the crazy fashion and hairstyles they do, but also in terms of the show.
Yeah.
Did you know that the same voice actor for Joseph Joestar, the second JoJo, actually was in a Kamen Rider series before he was in a JoJo series?
Really?
We've done the review. And surprisingly, again, as I said, I did not know this until recently, that Kibat the Third is actually voiced by Joseph Joestar himself.
That's cool.
So our little Kivat has been on many bizarre adventures.
And check this out: official staff notebooks.
Even screaming out for a Caesar salad.
Caesar!
Yeah.
You know, the irony is that Caesar salad is not actually Italian.
No,
It's actually Latin American.
It is Spanish. When you order a Caesar salad, you're not saying Caesar, you're saying Cesar.
Cesar.
So there you go.
Like Cesar Chavez. Who apparently we're canceling now.
I'm not gonna
I don't have a leg in that race, just to be clear.
I have had people ask me, and I don't have a leg in that race either, but I will say,
yeah, because you're Salvadorian.
The thing is that, you know, the man has been dead for almost 20 years now.
Yeah.
I know, but now they can't defend themselves. They can't. Are you sure? I mean, but at the same time, it's like, well, I mean, look at how quickly we did that, but certain files haven't done anything. And I'm like, well, we have documents of that. What documents do we have of this? But how quickly we're like, I'm just hoping it's true. I'm just hoping, because we've burned so much now. We have buried so much now that I'm like, I don't want to see someone out in the middle of the desert digging out and trying to get their stuff out of the hole, which you have permanently buried. You know, stick to what you say, okay? That's all I say. I don't know. I have not been affected by it. No one in my family has been affected by it, but I'm like, a lot of good came out of it. So
yeah,
that's it. Anyway, so yeah, not sure, but yes, I thought that was a little fun little thing that our precious Keybat the Third was Jonathan Joestar. So, or no, Joseph. Yeah. I'm sorry, Joseph. But yes, this week on Ryuki, we you know, how many times can we say we have seen an episode of Cops on a Kamen Rider show?
Well, in Kuga, Agito, and Drive, probably a lot more often than, say, Hibiki or Forze.
I mean, we got the entire Japanese police department and the SWAT team out, like, you know, surrounding buildings. It's literally a standoff. Which, again, some people question, why is this in my Kamen Rider series? Why am I? It's called building a story.
Yeah. You know, people were complaining that Spider-Man in the video game was collaborating with police officers. It's like, bruh, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Look, man. Spider-Man can get away with that. Okay. A lot of heroes can get away with that. You know who can't? The Punisher.
Batman. True.
No, Batman has collabed with the police. I'm talking about
Gordon. Bullock is not so much of a fan of.
It's like, you know, if you were to have a hero or someone who's anti-cop teaming up with the cops and whatnot, that's why whenever I see those certain you know, blue whatever the hell, you know, that and it's the Punisher logo, I'm just like, scrape that off, man. What are you doing?
You can't cherry pick things you like.
Are you serious? Are you serious? For reals? Like, that proves you don't read. That's just proving your illiteracy. The Punisher symbol, like, no. No, take it off. Take it off. Don't give me that crap. When I see the Punisher on Disney Junior with Spider-Man and his super friends, I'm like, nope, I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah.
The kid version of the Punisher, I'm like, no. You go to the corner right now, Spider-Man. No, I'm done. I'm done. Like, please, no. That's so stupid.
The closest thing you'll get to the closest thing you'll get to a what's called Disney Kids version of Punisher, the way you described, is literally the show Fillmore, where Fillmore himself is basically like uses Punisher tactics to be the hallway monitor.
No.
I'm saying that's the closest you would get to it. I'm not saying it's congruent, but I'm saying that is the asymptote of the parabola you're trying and failing to draw.
Yeah, there's no way. And it's like, oh, the Kamen Rider would never team up with the cops. We have done it with
D3 is literally a cop.
FBI.
Drive, it's literally a cop.
Yeah, Drive's definitely a cop. Who else?
Ixa, maybe he won't team up with the cop because he's a bounty hunter.
The government official. So, I mean, he's not a cop; he's an enforcer of the government. But I'm like, I don't know. Technically, I'm like, that was the thing. Like with Ryuki, is that being such a controversial show is that the themings and whatnot it seemed to be a bit too much for a young audience. But I'm like, okay, this is 2002. The world has definitely changed at this point.
Yeah.
In life.
Yeah. It's been 24 years.
And the thing is that such things do happen. They do happen in everyday life. And I mean, is it so crazy? It's like, again, not really a guy that, I mean, like his music, not a big fan, but his words were exactly the same. Marilyn Manson said, it's crazy how like in classrooms and in like most places you could show a police standoff and missiles being launched, to attack our enemies and whatnot. And that's okay to show to kids, but a little like cartoon like Invader Sim, that's crossing a line right there.
Yeah, or Power Rangers using lasers to fight a muscular skeleton man.
Yeah, what's up with that? Like what that like you guys are not, you make no sense in what it is. Like, how come certain we can but we cannot? How come we talk to kids as if they shouldn't know what's going on? They have the right to know what's going on. Not everything is rainbows and sunshine. And that's the same thing with the Kamen Rider series. Is that for the longest time, it was, obviously the hero goes saving the day and whatnot. And, the police are good, lawyers are good, so on and so forth. But then you have this show, which you have a corrupt lawyer, you have a corrupt businessman, and now we have a psychopath running around who just escaped from jail because apparently...
don't forget a corrupt detective.
And a corrupt detective who is no longer alive.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have this psychopath running around because the man in the mirror gave him a card deck. And for what reason was this?
To beat Zane in a duel at Duel Academy or something like that.
See, it's so hard to root for Yui. We're rooting for Yui to like actually stop because she actually said, I want to stop what he did and make things better. Okay. But then he goes off and does this shit. It's like, what exactly are you trying to do, Shiro? Mm-hmm. What is this all about? What are you doing? At times, it just seems like I just want to see what would happen. That's the bottom line. I want to know what happens and what's going on. So let's see what happens. Because, we got ourselves a standoff. But before we go into the standoff, we have at least 2 some odd episodes to touch on.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
let's see.
So where we last left off, Ryuki got his deck back just in time for Knights to almost kill Guy, but just like how both Shiro and Tezuka pointed out, he hesitates when he needs to kill someone, which is kind of ironic because when you think about it, Len from the American version has fewer reservations about this compared to the Japanese version. And the Japanese version is a lot more lone wolf hardcore compared to the American version. So it's kind of like
It's so weird, honestly. It really is. Because
because it's like when Ren attacks Shinji, it's because there can only be one. If you do not fight, you will not survive. But when Len attacked Kit, it's because hey, you're still green, kid. I need to train you so that you will be more prepared against an actual enemy. While at the same time, Len does not hesitate when it comes to having to kill another. Well, when he has to vent another rider, and mind you, keep in mind at the time because Master Yubulon is nowhere to be found. Being vented is no different from dying because Yubulon can't pull you from the void. And meanwhile, here it's like, yeah, no, I like I don't know if I can kill you. I have to, but I don't know if I can.
that was weird because we left off last week that we thought that Ren actually stabbed June. Like he actually did it. We thought it because we heard a piercing sound as the credits rolled. And I was like, all right, he did it. He did it. But then we find out no. I'm like, okay, this is something Shinji would do.
Mm-hmm.
This is something I would possibly say even Raya would do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like why did you hesitate, Ren? Why did you stop? That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Like you said, like, oh no, like there can only be one. There is only one. And I'm like, yeah, you had no problem killing Scizor, but now you have a problem killing this guy. Which left an opening and caused Sai or Guy to activate his one of his vents,
strike vent,
and which slammed both him and Shinji, well, mostly Ren, into the wall with his unicorn drill punch.
Yeah. By the way, real life unicorns did exist, but they were relatives of rhinos, not horses.
Yeah, I don't know where you guys get this anorexic looking like rhino, like, wait, a horse? Why a horse? So, like, I don't know, it just looks prettier. Can you imagine like going into battle with a rhinoceros?
Yeah. I saw it happen in that one movie, Black Panther.
That would be badass.
Yeah.
That would be badass to go into battle with the rhinoceros over a horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, but horses are more majestic and they're so pretty and imagine a horse with a horn. Horses don't have horns.
What?
The horses never had horns. And he was like, oh, but like look at the Kirin. The Kirin is based off of a giraffe.
Yeah, it's closer to a giraffe deer thing.
Yeah, so I'm like, ain't no horse here. There's no horse, but zebras are still pretty horses. Zebras aren't horses either.
I mean, they're equine.
Yeah, they're within the family, but to classify them as horses, no. That's like
does anyone classify them as horses?
That's like saying a mule or a donkey's a horse.
That would be weird.
They're not the same. The horses go from certain varieties.
Now a mule might be half. A mule might be like half horse.
I think the layman was that horses are taller than any of other in the family. That's why they're horses.
Mhm.
They're taller. They're a lot sturdier and thicker than the average of in their species. But then it's like every other horse or what would be classified as one isn't.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, yeah, a rhino makes a lot more sense being called a unicorn than you would be looking at a horse.
Mm-hmm.
So stuck on that, people.
Mm-hmm.
I dare go into battle with my unicorn. That's a rhinoceros. Shut up. No joke. Shut up. I got a giant rhinoceros with one large horn. I dare you to say something to me. We'll make that scene from Cabin in the Woods happen.
Yeah.
Seriously, why was there a unicorn in with all these Lovecraftian eldritch creatures? Was there a movie where a unicorn was a monster that killed people? Am I not aware?
Oh, there was that one episode of what's it called? Legends of Tomorrow, where unicorns actually do come from hell, and it tried to eat Gary.
That makes sense.
And somehow because Gary's nipple is in hell, apparently there's going to be like an important plot point involving hell for some reason. It's been a while since I've seen Legends of Tomorrow, and I stopped being able to take it seriously after season 3.
Wait, so are we saying, are we actually confirming that unicorns come from the 7 realms of hell and they are metal as fuck and should be
9, but yes.
All right then. My Little Pony is now considered demonic scripture. But the bronies already made that very clear to us.
Yeah. Oh, I can take it a step further. Bayonetta.
I demand to see a Blitz have a unicorn in hell of a boss.
Yeah. Yeah, because don't forget that. Yeah, because don't forget that in Bayonetta, this thing does exist. In fact, there's a whole level where you spend half the level riding on this thing in hell.
Then I welcome it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anyway.
Brony sword for a head. That is so metal. Yeah. Oh, Robot Unicorn Attack on Adult Swim. It had a spin-off called the a Metal Unicorn Attack or something like that. Basically, it's literally the same game, but with like a heavy metal reskin.
Yeah, I remember it. Oh yeah, no. So there you go. Unicorns are metal as fuck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. And what's one of the coolest Zord toy designs? The unicorn Zord from Mystic Force.
Catastros, the horse, and then came the
Saint Kaiser.
Saint Kaiser.
Yeah. The movie version was a unicorn, and it's a horse that combines with one of 2 other Zords to become a centaur, and then into a paladin. The design on this thing is.
I'm gonna design something. I'm gonna design a unicorn and just have it with the fires of hell and be like, this is metal AF. And just have there you go. That's but it's gonna have a unicorn, but with all the sparkles, but it's actually the cinders of hell.
Yeah. It's like in my room, I have the shelf, and I have the main Megazord from every season that I have the main Megazord of. And it's not easy when you start your Megazord collection with Jungle Fury, and then you have to go backwards at a certain point. But there's only one Megazord that's up there that's not a main Megazord, and that's Saint Kaiser. Because it's that badass, it deserves an honorable mention.
Ew. So we have a unicorn, the rhinoceros,
mm-hmm.
beat up Ren. I don't know why. That made no sense. But I was like, okay, yeah, I don't like June. June looks annoying.
He is.
He gives off little brother vibes, like, like you like that, like your little brother that wants to go everywhere with you, but is just annoying as fuck, but he wants to be cool and everything. I'm like, really, like stereotypical '90s kids vibes,
Uh-huh. Yeah, that used to be me.
And I'm like, my God, June, Jesus Christ, you are so fucking annoying. Like, I mean, I could imagine, like, try to take like Kamen Rider Guy as a serious threat, but when it looks like any time that he doesn't get his way, he just throws a tantrum. That's June. Like, June just, if things don't go his way, he just starts throwing a tantrum, or he's like, do you know who my father is? And I'm like, oh, chill the fuck out, Malfoy. Chill the fuck out. Mm-hmm. I would say another name, but I don't want to get sued, which legally it can happen. June. Oh God, June. Hey, June, get the fuck out. Yeah, it's crazy how both Shinji and Raya kind of like carried back Ren, and he's completely battered and beaten. I'm like, yeah, you just got hit by a freight train with the lance. How do you feel, Ren?
Yep.
I don't get it. I'm like, Ren
has been taking a lot of L's in the last couple of episodes.
I mean, after the amnesia, I kind of know it's probably the amnesia, but we got nothing on Aerie talking to him. No, I'm like, what stopped you? Even you know how bullshit it is? Even June got on his ass about that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like,
what are you, June? Are you like the premonition of Gen Z and Gen A? Like, literally, like,
it's like you need to lock in. You need to grind.
If you were gonna kill me, you should have fucking killed me. If I was in your shoes, I would have fucking killed you. I'm like, I swear to God, if I was there, if I was in Shinji's place, I would have grabbed the kid by his shirt and just rammed him into the wall, and just would have given him the business. I promise you, June would have been pissing his pants. That's the kind of person he is. He's talking like, yeah, you're such a wimp. Why didn't you kill me? I would have killed me. June, shut. Oh my God. Like, no joke. Like, I have heard this shit from kids that I'm like, I would have been, and just when you like finally stand up to them or you grab them by their little bitty stupid haircuts, they start crying and pissing themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They're just all talk, and I'm like, okay, let us make it very, very poignant here, June. You may be a fat unicorn. That is a fact. Okay. Like, you literally are like, well, no, rhinoceroses are not fat. You are just a hippo with a horn. But regardless, outside of the armor, which the armor isn't real, again, not my favorite armor. Mm-hmm. Not my favorite armor, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. It's like you try to trick us into thinking it is with those side skirts, but it ain't.
It ain't great. It ain't amazing. And also, I'm like, you know what? I would imagine that for being a rhinoceros, it would have been a bit more thicker in terms of armor, But no, not really. How come Solda and the Minotaur look like a tank more than Guy does?
Mm-hmm.
Seriously. I'm like, I was expecting a big, beefy tank Kamen Rider. No, it looks heavier plated, but it really isn't. Mm-hmm. And then, like, June just comes out. It's just like, yeah, June just pops out of the mask. That's how small and insignificant June is. He's just like, he's like the aliens from Men in Black.
Yeah.
Like he just jumps into it and like, oh no, he's not in it. He's just in the helmet. That's how puny and small June is.
Mm-hmm.
Like he talks so much shit. He's like he's such a shit talker. But when you get him in those situations of yeah, you're gonna die, June. Did you not realize that? I bet I'm like, yeah, he's probably gonna piss himself in his pants. Like that's just,
Yeah, you know, June reminds me of Astan from Thriller Killer Clowns. He's like, I'm gonna live forever. Then he immediately dies.
yeah. That's what I'm like. Yeah, I'm not. June, go die somewhere. Go die somewhere. I swear. You know, and of course, you know, Ren is just kicking his ass for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't get it, but okay. Although June does get arrested.
Yep.
Yeah, did we forget about that? Apparently he got arrested for taking over the Ore magazine, but apparently also the like things that went off in universities and college. This kid is a complete psychopath.
Mm-hmm.
But what does he say? Call my dad. Let him take care of this shit. But you know what?
And who is your dad?
We don't know. We don't know. But call my dad's lawyer. Wait.
And it turns out his dad's lawyer is.
What?
Oh no!
What?
No! 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 No!
Do it.
Yeah. Hell no! 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 No!
Oh, hell no! Oh, hell no! Oh, hell no! Oh, hell no! Oh, hell no! Oh, hell no! Oh, hell no!
Oh, I thought you were going to play the Brigadier of Landstar again.
No. Not even worth it.
No. Yeah. Who? A lawyer? Well, there's only one lawyer in this whole damn city. Who is it? It ain't
Now I
Saul.
equip my Brigadier of Landstar with Landstar Shot. Not only does it give my monster a boost of 600 attack points, it also makes for a sick reference to Kamen Rider Zolda. God, I wish Joey would stop talking about Kamen Rider.
Oh, God, you did it.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
It's abrupt, just like him. He just shows up out of nowhere.
It's huge.
It's like those pigeons that Alucard keeps sending to the Pope.
Yeah, it's Shuchi. Shuchi of all things. And I'm like, well,
I am not amused.
yeah, no, these episodes are heavy Shuchi involved. Not Zolda.
Yeah.
Not Zolda. Shuchi. Very heavy Shuchi like branded episodes. If you're a fan of Mr. Lawyer Guy of Shuchi over here, then you're welcome. But if you're not,
Which we're not.
oh, God damn it, Shuchi! What did you do now? What the hell did you do?
Yeah.
Well, you know, we're gonna come back to that.
Yeah. In the meantime, the guy from the university finally gives Yui some documents. You know what's really interesting? Yui hires Ren to investigate the whereabouts of her brother, but in the last 20 episodes, it really seems like she's been doing all the detective work.
Well, and now that she knows, it's like, okay, well, what's stopping you from going out there and doing your own investigation? Seriously. I mean, she kind of like maybe had the light turn on that, yeah, Ren was there the day of the event, but he never told her. So is it that Ren was like misleading her into not finding out?
Yeah, but even before she found out about that, remember, who went to the university? She did. Who contacted the professor? She did. Who contacted the classmate? She did. Who found that old photograph? She did.
She literally harassed the guy to death. Like he answered the phone pissed off, like, I'm gonna call the cops. going to have you arrested for harassing me. And she's like, I just want information, until finally leaving it on the answering machine. Like, look, I know. I like, okay, whatever. Well, first off, Yui, again, how is any of this your fault? It's not your fault. But you have to know, it's my fault. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to try to stop whatever my brother's been doing. I just need your help, and I will leave you alone once I get that. And I'm like, all right, cool, great. We're going to find out if that actually does happen, because we do have a little moment where the guy is like, you know. But then the Three Stooges show up carrying Ren, and yeah, Yui is kind of shocked that Ren has actually been beaten. I'm kind of shocked too, because Ren, what the fuck? Before, you took a lot more heavier lickings than this, and you still walked away. Getting like harassed by a fat unicorn and a small little kid apparently messed you up good. Even enough that when they put you to bed, you kind of just turn your shoulder and like, don't no one talk to me. I'm like,
I'm sulking.
Ren, I know this is like, well, no, it was around during the time. This was like the earlier days. My Chemical Romance was not a thing, but I swear to God, if I hear Helena coming from that bed, I'm like, no. Or, you know what, for anyone, he could have been playing AFI or Skinny Puppies. Oh my God, Skinny Puppies, damn. Yeah, but it turns out there is a mirror monster running around.
Yeah, Gelnut. The funny thing about Gelnut is that anyone watching American Dragon Knight first and watching this afterwards is probably going to be like really confused. It's like, weren't like there like an army of Gelnuts like running around as like the basic foot soldiers? How come we haven't seen any of them yet? And then when we see one now, like, it's like, why is there just the one and not like 3 of them? Well, there's an answer to that, and it involves a certain magenta individual. So as some of you may remember, Dragon Knight and Decade were both around in 2009 prominently. So what happened was, I don't remember which one was in pre-production first, but basically Decade needed like foot soldiers from past seasons. Some of them are pretty easy. Like you got the worms from Kabuto, you got the mole Imagine from Deno, but like, what are you gonna do for Ryuki? Well, why don't we just get a bunch of gel nude costumes and just use that as like the foot soldiers? At the same time, Dragon Eye was around, and like, like as part of like the revamping for the American audience, we need a monster to be the designated foot soldier. And guess what? We landed on Gelnudes. Now, what basically happened is either had a lot of leftover Gelnudes from Dragon Knight and Decade borrowed them, or they had a lot of leftover Gelnudes from Decade and then Dragon Knight borrowed them. One of the two shows between Decade and Dragon Knight, one of them borrowed a bunch of leftover Gelnude costumes from the other. That's why there's a lot of Gelnudes in Decade and a lot of Gelnudes in Dragon Knight, but only like 1 or 2 in Ryuki when it originally aired. And yes, they did make a bunch of Gelnude costumes in 2008 to film the 2 shows.
So basically, we just took a generic frog monster and made them the grunts.
Yes. We took a random monster. Imagine if in Power Rangers we took Pudgy Pig, mass produced them, and then have made an army of Pudgy Pigs for a later Ranger series to fight against. Not putties.
That's too
not
much.
Sea putties, not Tangas. We're fighting an army of Pudgy Pigs.
I think that would have been even more of a threat than the putties. Just an entire army of Pudgy Pigs. Yeah, no, that's even worse. But yeah, we have this frog running around, messing up mirrors and attacking random women.
And one window washer.
Oh, that poor guy. Especially the ones that are on the very top windows, like washing them. God, that sucks. But
Yeah.
yeah, we do get a little bit of a guest appearance from the one lady who our Kamen Rider Raya did do a fortune telling for. She did come back, apparently,
Yes.
and got her fortune told again. Luckily, she survived. She lives. Thank God. But yeah, we get a little confrontation between two Kamen Riders and a frog.
Mhm.
Yeah, not much goes on here with with this story, other than again Yui focusing on trying to thwart her brother because she still believes that something is going on here.
Mhm.
Copy vent, making both riders use the fire vent to defeat the frog. That does not work. Frog beats dragon and then he hops away. Ren decides to go off on his own because he's just Ren. Not really sure where he's going or what he's doing at this point, but regardless, we do get a little bit towards the end because we do call Shuchi.
Yes. Basically, this is the scene that inspired the end credit scene for the movie Venom.
Yeah, he pretty much, so guess what? The son of a son of one of your clients is in trouble right now, and he's just like, again, Shuchi wouldn't do it, but again, his clients pay him big money, so obviously this just means another payday for him. All right, I'm gonna go. I'll check it out. I need to go check on something first before I do, though, Goro. So tell him to hold on tight. And that he does, because you ever notice how nice the prisons look in Japan?
Yep.
Seriously. Like, no joke. I'm like, marble walls, polished floors. What? Is this a prison or is this a hotel? They even have tatami mats and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, okay. Well, I mean, I guess if you're going to be in there for a while, I mean, whatever. We stumble on a prisoner banging his head on the bars, which ends our episode. The only thing that this convict says is, call my lawyer. All right. Even in jail, you can still have a high-priced lawyer.
Yeah.
Anyway, that ends of episode 17. Episode 18, Jailbreak Rider. This obviously, again, what is the reason? Why is the reason? I don't know. We do get Shuchi goes and visits his client, which his name is
Takashi Asakura.
There you go. Yeah, Takashi Asakura. And from what I understand, let's see here. No, I can't go into that right now. It's that comes later.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Okay, so the actor is Takashi Hongino.
No.
The guy's an established actor. He's done appearances Ryuki, Deno, Decade, X8, CO, and Keats. He was
because he played the same character in most of those.
Yeah, he was also done several other shows. He was Chargeon in Chojo Senshi Chargeon. see. He's done several. Yeah, he's done mostly like a lot of video games, but he is a very well established actor. He's
Yeah.
also done. He also sang his character theme song.
Yep.
But yes, the character that he plays in this is a convicted convict on death row. A kid show, ladies and gentlemen.
Kid show.
Kid show.
Kid show.
Well, he calls on Shuchi to just be like, yeah, you suck as my lawyer. I don't even know why the hell I have you. Yeah, why do you have him?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, whoever calls on Shuchi, you're either desperate as hell or rich and desperate as hell, because all he does is just milk you for all you got.
Yeah, it's like if he was like one of the like if he had him like as like one of his earlier cases where like all he could do is just be what's it called, a state appointed attorney. You know, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have a right to an attorney. If you do not have one will be provided to you by the state. Do you understand these rights? Yeah, so like he could have been a state appointed one, which is basically mandatory for like basically the state appointed attorney is not allowed to say no. But you have to like win a couple of state appointed cases before like you could establish yourself as like a private lawyer that you could like pick and choose their cases with the what's the term, not a deposit but like a retainer. Yeah.
Well, again, it could be that obviously, but again, Shuchi has come a long way, so it's like, how is he involved with this guy?
Yeah, I think that it could have benefited from pointing out that this was one of his earlier cases and one of the only few cases where Shuchi actually lost.
I mean, the fact that the guy is still alive kind of speaks volumes in terms of Shuchi. It's like,
he might have had a death penalty and it was delayed for a while.
I mean, Japan, in terms of its laws, they are not. They don't dilly dally. If you get the death sentence, they are not gonna like. What we do is keep you in like solitary. You know. So the fact that he's still alive and everyone knows that he's a Cletus Cassidy levels of psychotic. It's like, how is he still alive? It's probably Shuchi. But again, I would imagine that he would want death, instead of being locked up and all that crap. Because what's worse than a homicidal maniac not being able to live out their life and dreams? Just being stuck in a box.
Yeah.
Like, that is a fate worse than death.
Yeah. Oh, the horrid things I've missed. The Black Plague, the Spanish Inquisition, the Brady Bunch reunion.
The keeping up with the Kardashians. Ugh.
Remember when Mo from the Three Stooges was on the Kardashians?
Ugh.
That's when the writers were desperate, but it just so happened that Mo was the most popular character in the viewer ratings.
Wasn't he also on the Jersey Shore?
That's what I was thinking of. Jersey Shore, not keeping up with the Kardashians.
Either or, it's garbage. It's all trash. But yeah.
Yes, but Mo somehow saved the show.
But that's just the thing with Shuchi, where and I'm like, that might be a reason why he hates his lawyer so much, because he pretty much dismisses him and calls him trash and everything like that, which causes Shuchi to run away or like to leave and be like, okay, fuck you then, I'm out of here, bye. It's like, what were you gonna do for him anyway? What were you gonna do for him? Nothing. While Shuchi leaves, we do get to hear that wonderful, wonderful sound again. We get to hear the mirror noise, which, that thing does get on you after a while. I'm like, why? But either or. What? But again, it's like, wait, there's a mirror monster nearby? No, It's Michael Jackson. It's Shiro. It's Shiro. Why is Shiro here? We don't know. Why is Shiro here?
His motives are never quite clear until like towards the end of the series. And even then, they're so obscenely convoluted that they border on being stupid. And by border on being stupid, I mean they went past that border, but are still near the border.
Shiro decides to visit our convicted convict, Mr. Takashi, and grant him a deck box.
A purple one.
As for why, you might be asking, your guess is just as good as mine. Your guess is just as good as mine. It's like, I can't even fathom why.
Yeah.
But he gives it to him, and he's just like, ain't no bars gonna hold this boy anymore. Because next thing you know, we have a jailbreak.
Yeah.
Which not even in Japanese television happens as often as it does.
Yeah, believe me, I've seen a lot of Aibo, and I haven't not once seen a jailbreak.
This is probably like this, and maybe like, of course, when they bring in like American shows, obviously. But I have not seen a Japanese police drama where they have had like this level of like, no, he didn't just walk out of here. He literally almost killed 50 cops and tore through the bars and through the walls.
Mm-hmm.
Like he ripped this place a new one, and we don't know where he is.
Yep.
So what you're saying is that there is a psychotic killer on the loose. Okay, best inform the people then. Because, yeah, news spreads quick. And you know, when there's a hot story, you got to call a reporter, and we ain't got April O'Neil here. So,
yeah, so let's get Shinji on the case.
Let's get Shinji and Reiko on the case. Because, yeah, well, what do you mean? What do you mean he escaped? What do you mean Takashi escaped? Just escaped. We don't know where he's going. Who was he being represented by? Mr. Shuchi.
God damn it.
Really?
Not him again.
Now
Seriously.
I equip my Brigadier of Landstar with Landstar Shock. Not only does it give my monster a boost of 600 attack points, it also makes for a sick reference to Kamen Rider's older. God, I wish Joey would stop talking about Kamen Rider.
Yeah. Reiko kind of like, okay. I'm just going for an interview. I am not dealing with this. Which she does. But man, how quick information spread. Of course, it doesn't help you see like 20 cop cars zooming past the main street, you know.
Yeah.
But Reiko winds up getting attacked by Mr. Takashi.
Yeah, and why is he attacking?
What do we do now? Create chaos! 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 Okay, but I gotta change my clothes first.
Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. It is to cause nothing but.
Mm-hmm.
But again, why are you going after your lawyer? I thought, isn't this the guy who's representing you? You know, this is why we don't like lawyers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, despite, again, the history between these two characters, we have not a clue. We don't really know anything as of yet. But if someone's trying to kill you, especially someone who's on death row, you know you did something bad.
Yeah.
You know you fucked up. But of course, Shuchi is like, whatever. He is like aware that he is out there trying to, you know, like cause chaos, obviously. And Reiko chases after him.
Yep.
Shinji, on the other hand, does wind up going down to downtown to go see, but he winds up hearing the mirror sound again. And this involves our frog all over again. We have a psychotic murderer on the loose, and we have to worry about frogs.
Newts.
It is within the amphibian family.
Yes, but they're still different. You know what Fox Kids show I haven't seen in a while? Ned's Newt.
All I know is that, yeah, Shinji winds up beating the thing, except, yeah, we wind up getting a little bit of a team up of sorts.
Yes, we actually get Raya showing up, and he uses copy vent to copy Shinji's strike vent. So they dual strike vent this thing.
Which finally lands.
Yes.
Which on like the last episode it didn't, but this time it did.
Yeah.
But in a C plot, not a B plot, C, we have another team up going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Apparently June winds up bumping into Takashi because they both hate their lawyers.
What do we do now? Create chaos! 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 Okay, but I gotta change my clothes first.
Yeah, why June decides to team up with Takashi, your guess is as good as mine. I don't get this kid.
There's a simple explanation for that.
I don't get him. Do you realize what it is that you're getting involved? Oh, because I'm a Kamen Rider, of course. That doesn't mean shit.
It's like Ask Dan. I'm gonna live forever. Dun, 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 dun.
The question is, does June know about Takashi? Does he
Better
know?
question, does he care?
Because I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure June knows, and I'm pretty sure he knows who he is. It's just that, again, June, your name ain't Steve Irwin. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Your name ain't Steve Irwin, and even in nature, a rhinoceros would not come near such a creature.
Yeah.
Because even the rhinoceros knows. It's like, yeah. I mean, I could squish it after.
I'm thick-skinned, but
I'm even just a little bit of that stuff. Just even a little scratch is enough to do it. Doesn't matter if it penetrated or not.
yeah.
But
Going back, by tying the B plot to the A and C plot, what's it called? Shinji, after just defeating that gel newt, comes back from the mirror that he came from. But incidentally, the mirror he came from happens to be from inside the restaurant where Sakura's holding everyone hostage.
yeah. You know what? How dare you attack Japanese Denny's?
Yeah.
It ain't like America, I'll tell you that. You ain't getting, well, yeah, you could get pancakes there. But
of course, like the editor in chief is like, it's like, Reiko, I just got word that Sakura is holding an entire restaurant hostage. Where is Shinji? Where do you think?
He's inside the Denny's.
Yeah, I had to put in that Speed reference. It is, after all, my all-time favorite movie.
I'm like, okay, yeah, Takashi is definitely a fiend because these people were enjoying brunch and he just decides to come in and hold up the place.
Uh-huh.
The only man that could disrupt brunch is Dennis Miller, god damn it. And sadly, he ain't in this show.
Yeah.
But regardless,
I feel like I need to start watching a certain Michael Douglas movie.
I'm like, I'm kind of like, man, what are the odds that Shinji wound up in the same place where like everyone else is going to conveniently be in? Because I mean, again, Shinji doesn't know anything. He knows not. Because it's like, yeah, I'm in a hostage situation where this guy is harassing a mother and her little girl. But luckily, this is where I have to be. And I'm like, all right, Shinji, all right. What else is going on here? Well, the SWAT team's outside.
Yep.
It looks like how many cops? I think it's all of them. They've swarmed the place. There is no way you're getting out of here. And what kind of gets to me, and especially this, like before Takashi goes inside the Denny's, he gets surrounded by the cops, and the cops, there's about 10 cops, right? Not one of them shot their gun. Not one. They have guns drawn. It's like, bro, he just punched one of your guys and slammed him through the windshield. I would recreate the scene from Jurassic Park on this guy right now.
Oh yeah.
But no one did that. Nobody. He just goes inside the Denny's and just starts like, look, I know the joke about the Japanese police is that they're really nice and super kind, but people watching late night before the trains close in Ikebukuro at times, mostly Shibuya, I'm like, yeah, no, this is shocking to me. I'm an American. We see this I see this on the regular when I go downtown sometimes. I'm not surprised that the cops are not they're police officers. They're meant to protect and serve they are. But these guys, again, convicted felon on death row. I don't think you guys need permission to empty out a couple of rounds on him.
Well, to be fair, you don't know what the hostages are doing. You don't know if the hostages are laying low or upright. You don't know what's going on.
But this is before he went in. This is like way before he went in and took the entire restaurant.
Oh yeah, it's like I need you to go to every outhouse, in-house, low house, high house, safe house. Basically, Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah, and of course, Takashi is just being an asshole and takes a child hostage, not realizing that Shinji is in the back. But what is Shinji gonna do? I don't know, because that is the end of episode 18, and now we go into episode 19, the Rider Gathering. This is where we all come together in an Avengers style level of gathering, but we're not fighting with each other, we're fighting at each other.
Yes. So the original line was, "What I want each and every one of you is a hard target search of every gas station, residence, warehouse, farmhouse, henhouse, outhouse, and doghouse in that area. You gotta find Takashi Sakura and bring him down, dead or alive."
Sir, he's down at the Waffle House.
It would be a Waffle House, wouldn't it?
A Waffle House. Why the fuck am I saying Denny? Well, it's Japan. They don't got Waffle Houses in Japan.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They even have a Denny's. They have a Wendy's.
When I was in Akihabara, and go down a ways, and there is a Denny's there. Very nice, very, very, very inexpensive, and also very tasty. Not our Denny's, definitely, but I mean,
what was low-key disappointing for me is that the menu at the Japanese Taco Bell.
You went.
I did not go in to eat. I just wanted to look at the menu because because so far I've seen the McDonald's menu is different, the Wendy's menu is different, and two for two, the Japanese version has been superior. So out of morbid curiosity, I was just curious what Taco Bell in Japan had to offer. I wasn't hungry for Taco Bell. I just had lunch, but I still wanted to take a look. And I didn't see that much of a difference compared to the American one. So like the only difference you could probably look forward to is just the quality of ingredients, but not so much in terms of overall recipe. Like I mean, like when you look at Japanese chicken McNuggets, the quality of the chicken is better, but it's still just chicken. But when you look at a Japanese what's it called? The chicken McMuffin. In America, you have to actually get a chicken biscuit and sub it for a muffin, and all you get is muffin. It's like all you get is bread and chicken and nothing else. But in Japan, you get bread, chicken, lettuce, mayonnaise. That lettuce and mayonnaise already makes such a huge difference. Forget the fact that the chicken's better. The lettuce and mayo already makes the difference.
We did not travel 12 hours, millions of miles for us to eat at McDonald's. This is Japanese McDonald's. Oh,
hello.
Oh,
yeah,
hello.
Let's get ourselves some teritama while we're at it.
They're not called meals. No, they're called sets.
Yeah. Happy set. Yeah, they didn't have anything interesting for the happy set while I was there. They had if they had a Kamen Rider happy set, believe me, I would get I want 3 of them.
They have the egg McMuffin, the sausage egg McMuffin, but they do it in a 2-stack.
Yeah.
That was my whole dealio.
Yeah, and again, teritama. Apparently, teriyaki goes really well with an egg patty.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Well, right now they're doing a samurai meal promotion, but I can't eat it because it has soy in it. But
regardless, we continue on with the story of hijacking a Waffle House, not a Denny's or a McDonald's.
Yeah, it's like Shinji's going full Samus Aran in Metroid 4, where it's you just gotta get some evidence without SAX detecting you, and it's really cool because he's taking photos with his Nokia flip phone, but he forgot to put the silence on.
Also the little girl that he was trying to cheer up, she also kind of put the spotlight on him. I'm like, I know I cannot be mad at this child. I know I cannot.
But Shinji did manage to send the photo to Smart Lady, so we could send out the riot troopers in there.
Yeah, Reiko, Daisuke, and Nodoka are there. Well,
with a computer.
And God knows why Daisuke's there. Maybe he brought Nodoka because Nodoka is the computer whiz of the entire ship. Yeah. But it's wait, I forgot that was a thing back in the day where you could actually use certain cell phones if you used you had a email or whatever, you could check your emails prehistorically on flip phones. Yeah. You could there was also an option, depending on the carrier and also on the phone, that you could also open emails via text and even reply to them.
Mm-hmm. But it was expensive AF.
It was expensive as fuck back then. But I was I totally forgot about that. That if you had the internet, you could connect and actually, because I'm wait, Shinji, you could text them, but texting would is not an option here. We're gonna go online because that's just what you do in the 2000s. You use the internet. You don't use text. You use the internet. Okay. So what happened? Well, Shinji does, because imagine the Ore magazine has an exclusive scoop to this story because Shinji just happens to be in there.
Yeah, like he's Jack Traven in this episode.
Yeah, Daisuke, you best take Shinji out to a damn good meal and give him a raise because he is gonna put you guys on the map right now.
Take it a step further. Take him to one of them. What was that place called? One of those girlfriend cafes.
Oh God. You know what? No, I'm not gonna touch on that.
Yeah, no, like officially we don't approve.
Right.
But I'm just saying, Shinji deserves more than just a dinner.
Yeah, Shinji needs something. He needs definitely something after going what he's about to go through.
Yeah.
But yes, we do get that whole they do connect, they do get the scoop, they do verify how many hostages there are, who is in there and what's in there, at the cost of Shinji being punched like a punching bag by Takashi. And obviously, well, what is it that the psychopath wants? He wants a lawyer. Wait, I thought you got rid of your lawyer. I demand that my lawyer come here right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Shuchi? Where are you, Shuchi?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's coming. He's coming.
Yeah.
He himself he really doesn't get why. Like, why is he calling for me? Why is he fired me? He got rid of me. Yeah, but he wants to kill you. That's the thing. Like, that's all you're worth. If I was holding hostages, I would want to kill you too.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, so basically Shuichi tries to negotiate. It's like, release all the hostages, I'll stay in here with you. And of course, Asakura basically agrees to a certain extent. He releases all the hostages except the little girl.
But that don't go with Shinji because Shinji is a good boy. Because he tries to offer himself as opposed to the little girl. But I'm like, no, you're just some random guy. A kid actually sells newspapers even more.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, what do you want? And then he pulls out, you're a writer too? And then Shinji being Jack freaking Travis tackles him before he can use his belt, allowing the rest of the riot squad to show up. But that still leaves so Shinji's able to like rescue the little girl because of the tear gas and whatnot. So Shinji and the little girl they get a paramedic. The two of them are out, but Shuichi and Asakura they're about to throw down. So of course we finally see for the first time.
Yeah, we finally get to see it because you know what? I'm pretty sure Shiro did this on purpose. I'm pretty sure he did this on purpose. But yes, we finally get to see the bastard himself, the one that everyone argues is the most impressive Kamen Rider that has been in this show to date.
Kamen Rider Oja.
It is Oja, which
translates to King Cobra.
The King Cobra, and it is a King Cobra. You know, people just I'm like, bro, there ain't no snake with a damn coil and frill like that, other than a King Cobra.
Yeah,
so
and
don't even argue with me that it's not a King Cobra.
Yeah, and of course his contract monster is Venosnake, which is basically a repaint of Dragretter, high key.
It just has a snake head instead of a dragon.
Yeah, but the rest of the body is just a repaint of Dragretter.
Which again, people do argue the connection between snakes and dragons. They're not the same. They're not. I mean, despite what people might argue, a basilisk is not a dragon.
Nope.
You know,
neither's a whale.
and a worm is definitely not a dragon. Well, I mean, it's a subcategory, but a full-fledged one, worms are pretty much down there.
Yeah, just don't get worms confused with weavers.
Yeah. Like worms and drakes, while indeed are dragons, they're not. They're kind of considered like the base. Oh, yeah. Those things do exist, but when you're talking about wyverns and actual dragons and whatnot, I'm like, no, they're dragons. It's just that these ones are the ones that are more in high regard than they are.
Yeah,
it's like Chihuahuas compared to a Great Dane. Both within the same family, but really.
Yeah.
I know Chihuahuas can grow up to a very reasonable size, but yeah.
So against Tezuka's advice, Ren fights it out against Guy again.
Yeah, round 2 between Guy and Ren.
And Tezuka's like, why am I even bothering with this? Oh, but Tezuka does find Yui, who apparently was kidnapped earlier by June.
But Yui also had a confrontation with her brother, surprisingly. And he confirms that this has nothing to do with you. Yui, what are you doing? What do you mean, what is she doing? You said that this was for her. Now you're telling us it's not?
I think he's trying to keep her ignorant, if anything, but it's a little late for that, if you ask me.
God damn it, Shiro. Like, seriously. Again, let us play devil's advocate and say, like, yeah, maybe he is trying to keep her away. Maybe he is. You know what? Yeah, but you have to realize this is your little sister.
Yeah.
And she's gonna follow you. Whether you like it or not. She's gonna find out. So as for what you're doing, we don't even know, because I've thought about this. And I'm like, there is nothing that Yui needs. She's not dying. She's not suffering. So what exactly is your overall plan with this, Shiro? Besides just causing nothing but, any chaos that goes on. Like just for no reason. For no reason. It's just to happen.
Yeah.
Either or, I'm like, well, let's throw down, people. It's now time.
Yeah. So Guy tries to use his final vent on Ren and misses. Meanwhile, Zolda uses his final vent on
Now I
Ojo.
equip my Brigadier of Landstar with Landstar Shot. Not only does it give my monster a boost of 600 attack points, it also makes for a sick reference to Kamen Rider Zolda. God, I wish Joey would stop talking about Kamen Rider.
And because everyone's fighting within the same vicinity,
Isn't that the garage that we had in the 13 Rider special?
Yes, it is.
It's the same garage.
It's the same garage. They came back to that garage later on when they filmed the 13 Rider special.
I'm just like, okay, I knew I saw this place before. But yeah, we have everyone here. Except, Shinji is here too. Although we did see Shinji get knocked out and then get gassed.
Yeah.
But yes.
Meanwhile, the guy's like, Oja, why are you? It's like, hey, you're the one who's in my way. And then Oja uses his final vent, Vento. And then he basically does a backflip, bounces off of Venosnake's head, and does like a scissor kick causing a guy to be eliminated, and Metal Gallus is not happy.
You know, June, what were you expecting? Because no joke, even I was like, you know, he legitimately said, I brought you into the game to like make things interesting and be on my side. Who told you he was going to? Who told you? So June, you teamed up with this asshole to make it interesting, not realizing you released a very poisonous snake into the game. And because you happen to be in the line of fire, it's like, well, yeah, when Zolda does release his final event and release the literally drops the bombs, especially in an enclosed spaces which you are all in, you can't really blame them.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, what did you expect? Did you expect Oja to come in and be like, "Don't worry, buddy, I'm gonna protect you. I'm gonna summon my big snake to keep you safe"? No. And I'm like, no, is it a surprise that what Takashi did?
Yeah.
No. Doing the final event and doing a rider scissors kick into Guy and causing his fat unicorn to cry.
Yeah.
I see nothing wrong here. He did exactly what every single one of you have failed to do.
Yep.
Well, except for Ren.
Mm-hmm.
Except for Ren. Ren has a body count, and now so does Olga. But yeah, Shinji ain't happy. Also, how did Shinji get here? Wasn't he on the ambulance with the little girl?
Yeah, but he woke up.
So he just disappeared?
Mm-hmm.
He just disappeared, like not saying anything, just like, all right, little girl, I'll catch you later. I'm gonna go fight me a giant purple snake.
Basically.
Oh my. That's gonna be one hell of a story to talk about in the hospital break room, you know?
Oh yeah.
Like, guys, we were bringing in 2 people, but we now just have 1. What happened to the other guy? We don't know. That's a creepy pasta right there in the making.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, we leave off the episode with Olja and Ryuki looking at each other, and both of their pets
Or like stare each other down. Honestly, that is a nice shot.
That is definitely like a screensaver right there that people should have. Also, the fact, why are we crying over Guy?
Yeah.
Imagine if it was like Raya.
I'll also this. I'd sooner cry over Hase from Gaim.
I mean, I was like, again, if it was Ren or if it was Knight or if it was Raya, hell, even Zolda, I would imagine like Shinji would be like, but for June, that's who we're like, you know, getting Arbok fighting against Rayquaza. That don't sound right, does it?
No.
You know, I mean, like, no joke, Arbok is a very intimidating Pokemon, not gonna lie, but
and apparently it evolves into Seviper.
yeah, someone messed up on that one, didn't they?
Yeah, you know, it's one of those few episodes that I actually had a VHS recording of, and I was like rewinding that bumper multiple times because I just could not believe it myself.
I'm like,
if I recall from memory, I could be wrong, but if I recall, It's probably from the episode where May was having that coordinator competition against that kid with the Dustclops mask.
I don't recall.
I could be wrong.
But I mean, like, seriously, if Arbok did have an evolution, I don't know what you could do with that. Hell, I'm surprised you didn't give him a Gigantamax or a Mega Evolution. Come on, guys. The shit pretty much wrote itself. You could have just took an Oja and done that for Arbok. It would have been pretty cool, and it would have solidified the fan theory of that Kamen Rider Ryuki should have just been a Pokemon series. I don't know how we would have gotten that, but okay.
Yeah.
You know, because they have monsters that, like, this is more along the lines of Hunter x Hunter with Nen beasts than it would be with Pokemon. It's not like they're actually, like, it's not really by choice of what it is they get. That just happens to be the one that they happen to, you know, like having a giant rhinoceros monster or a crab. I'm like, okay. You know, I mean, I love Verde, but the fact, like, you would want a partner chameleon. What do chameleons do? Not much, but again, very stealthy. Very stealthy creatures. Why do people love sloths? Leave me alone.
Yeah.
But yeah, Oja has now solidified himself as the jerk in this show. You know, like the fact that his Cobra is attacking Shinji. I'm like, wait, so how come Shinji has never used Degretter then? Like, personally, like, you know, Guy and his monster were always running around. Now we have Oja and his Cobra, but it's like, well, how come Knight and Raya don't have their partners with them when they're fighting?
Yeah.
But, like, that makes no sense. Like, you imagine, like, Shinji, you'd be kicking so much more ass if you had Degretter around. But no, not so much. But yeah, Shinji is mad. Shinji be mad because you killed the random jerk that was making your life a living hell.
Yeah. Again, like, I would still say that Koda being sad about Hase dying made more sense than this. And that's saying something.
Yeah. I mean, I know Shinji's the good boy and the Boy Scout and everything, but again, you're crying over June.
Yeah.
Not really not really someone that we would care about, but okay. Although I do like how Takashi is taking all of this, you know, like, he knows who he is, he knows what he is, and he doesn't hide it. He's not trying to make it about himself. He knows. Also, is it something that we know that Kamen Rider Oja has the Triforce on his helmet?
No. I think that's just a coincidence.
Like seriously, has no one ever pointed that out, that Oja has the Triforce on his helmet?
Although, to be fair, Oja has sort of like an Indian motif because he has a snake.
Oh,
and in Zelda, their currency is rupees, so
I mean, Oja really puts into perspective, like, how, like, if it's crazy how, like, everyone in this show, they know what the game is, what they have to do, but they're not doing it. But finally, here comes the guy that finally is living up to that, what the game is supposed to be about. It just happens to be a psychotic mass murderer.
Yep.
I it's like, why? And like Shinji is just like, you disgust me, Takashi. And I'm like, really? This is how the game is, guys. Did you all forget you're supposed to be killing each other?
Yeah, and even Tezuka like rebukes Shinji. It's like listen, even Shiro chose Asakura for a reason. There's a reason for everything, don't you know? You gotta you gotta take my predictions more seriously. I may not be around to help you every time.
Even so, I'm like, guys, please. If the mass murderer is the one who's now making the game more interesting, it's like, so let me guess. Shiro saw our 5 Kamen Riders and was just like, this is boring. I need something. I need a loose cannon to spice things up. That's my canon. That's my canon in this story so far. Because I'm just like, why would you? Why? But again, you know, that's fine. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Although, yeah, Oja starts to fade away because there is a time limit. Which, again, doesn't really play out so much in this series. Sometimes they're in there for a while, and I'm like, they're not fading away.
It's like the color timer from Ultraman. Like, sometimes the color timer like shows up like a minute into a fight. Other times, the fight takes up half the episode before like the color timer starts going off.
I mean, that's kind of the thing. I'm like, wow, we haven't had the time, that whole disintegration thing since like episode 3, and now we're just like barely touching on it again. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot that was a thing. But he's just like, yeah, bye.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Shuichi is like contemplating things, and he's visited by Shiro. It's like, hey, listen, remember, you're here for a reason. If you do not fight, you will not survive.
Although, yeah, the whole thing with Shuichi is, yeah, now that you know that your ex-client is a Kamen Rider and that's the whole point of the game, what are you gonna do now?
Yeah.
I mean, it's one thing that you have a killer on your side. It's another a killer coming after you. It's another that the killer is armed with the rider deck.
Yeah.
But regardless, we move on from that scene to a night scene, which Takashi takes a cop hostage again. And again, the Japanese police. You have him surrounded. You have guns on him. He has a hostage. I know, but do you not have snipers? Do you not have marksmen?
Mm-hmm.
And why is Shinji here? He's just there because Shinji has to be there.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, someone's gonna die, aren't they? No, they all got their asses kicked by just one guy, and Takashi winds up running away in an unmarked vehicle. I'm like, he has a partner? He has someone on his side? It's Ren. It's Ren. Ren decided to take Takashi somewhere. He's like, you know what? Yeah, I'm a Kamen Rider too, so I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I really don't. Because I'm like, yeah, why don't you just kill him now? Then easily ram the car into a wall or something. You know, what exactly? I mean, as long as the rider dies, that's the only thing that matters. Doesn't matter how they die, they just need to die.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know, because apparently now Ren using a smoke flare that stops the cops for
Mhm.
reason. I really don't get how.
Yeah.
A signal flare. Oh no, we have to stop. Why? There's a signal flare on the road. I don't know. I don't know. What else happened in this show?
Meanwhile, there are several scenes where Metal Gallus is like running around, attacking random people that vaguely look like Sakura.
Oh yeah, because he is really mad that Takashi killed his contractee, which is
Yeah,
kind of weird.
which is interesting because Volcancer wasn't so attached to the detective.
Yeah, no, that's kind of weird because I'm like, so wait, you're mad because your contractee is dead?
Hmm.
I don't know. Normally, we've seen contractees get killed or get eaten. I've never seen one actually care about the person they made a contract with.
Mhm.
It's very strange.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he was he was really mad at the warehouse.
Mhm.
He was really, really mad at the warehouse. Kind of made me wonder what the heck is going down with that. What else happened? Let's see.
Oh yeah. So Sakura is being pursued by our main characters and by the police by car chase, and then he pulls a Raquel from the Secret Sands and careens off a cliff. Of course, no body is found, but Shinji knows better, so he looks into the mirror of his motorcycle and sees Oja in its reflection.
Yeah, but apparently him and Ren, in a last ditch effort, destroyed the car, but managed to get into the mirror world.
Yeah, so as far as police are concerned, he's dead. As far as our heroes are concerned, we still have a problem to deal with.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Okay, I was wondering when we were going to use that.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yeah.
Nobody. I'm like, guys, please. If there's no body, is he really dead? Oh, I swear. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. You found the car destroyed, but you found no bodies.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, I never trust a burning car if there is no body in there. Like even if even the body's seared to a crisp, there should still be a body.
legally speaking, there should be a body there. Oh no, but the flames were so intense. No.
Mhm.
If I ain't seeing no body, then don't you dare say he's dead, because he ain't dead.
Yeah.
Oh, Ren, what have you done? What's Ren's idea here? What is he trying to accomplish?
Well, it's not really clear, but he's clearly being blackmailed into fighting against Ryuki. But yeah. Oh yeah, and Detective Yui is still on the case because she finds a clue in a photograph that she just developed and remembers a flashback of when she and her brother were little kids and they were like inside a mansion, and then they hear a noise that causes a bunch of glass to break.
Which, again, we all kind of know that this has been a childhood thing with her since forever. So why is that stated?
Mhm.
Oh boy.
Okay, I'm just glad that we're done with these 4 episodes.
Yeah, that is it for the 4-episode review here, because as of right now, we have had our actions, our climaxes, and our rising actions, only to be left off on like what will happen next week.
Well, I'll tell you this much: someone will be met with an unfortunate fate.
Look, guy's dead. Good. Kid was annoying. Did he deserve to die? Yes. Yeah, he so deserved it. If there was someone to be pulled into hell, it was definitely June.
Yeah, he did, like, he wasn't exactly going to the good place, now was he?
And how fitting that if you were to be taken to hell, it was through a snake.
Yeah.
But now what's the bad thing about that is that June left his pet unicorn run around and killing people. So that's a problem. But we'll definitely take care of that next time. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh man, these episodes.
Yeah.
It felt like I was watching like an episode of CSI. I would say Law and Order, but that's a bit too heavy. The fact now that we have a wild card in play that has no problem killing anybody, has no problem in doing what
that should give us a little bit more urgency in the whole, we need to get on the whole defeating other riders thing.
Especially this one.
Yeah.
Especially this one, because everyone that so far has just been annoying or mysterious or aloof. Let's just put it, they're just aloof. Which that in layman's terms, it means they really don't get why they're here. They don't really understand it. And they're not like Shinji that's trying to find a way out of this. They're just like, just not going to do it. But when I'm with you guys, I feel like we can do something.
Yeah.
As for June was just that kid that
wants to troll. He watched one too many Andrew Tate podcasts.
I want to see what happens. This is the kid who watched The Dark Knight way too many times and saying that he understands the Joker and he gets what the Joker means in that movie. He totally understands it, and he's like, bro, I'm so like that. I am so like that guy.
Dumbass.
Only to realize, bitch, no, you're not.
Yeah.
You are not. Okay. I love how they talk about anarchy and all that stuff. You do realize what that means, right? You do realize what that situation would entail, right? It means it's just the same as nature intended. There are no allies, there are no friends, there are no safe spaces. Everyone is fair game. And what you, June, didn't realize was the fact of teaming up with this guy is that you're also on the menu. Doesn't matter. You're just as fucked as everyone else. And yet you're surprised that happened. I was like, please tell me he dies. This is a setup that he dies.
Yeah.
Thank you. That I will say to the writer. Thank you. Thank you so much for doing that for me. Because I have no idea how much more I could have gone on with that kid in the background.
Yeah.
As for what will happen to Shuichi, that's got to be hovering over him right now. That there is a psychopathic killer who has a rider deck coming after you. No place is safe now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
No.
for all you know, he might be hiding in your bathroom mirror while you're flossing your teeth.
Yeah, get ready for the stereotypical
And,
nightmare.
and if he finds out you have the hots for Reiko, that means even Reiko's not
Yeah.
safe.
Yeah, get ready for the stereotypical horror movie jump scares, because now that could be a thing with this guy.
Yeah.
Uh,
For me, I would say the last 2 episodes. No, actually, no. I would say these episodes were 7 2 9s. No, a 9, a 10, and then an 8. Like, I have to give a 10 to episode 19 because Shinji went full Jack Traven, and like I need that.
yeah, but he did it unknowingly. Though.
Yeah.
He just happened to be there. He just been doing all right. Fine,
Yeah, but he was tactical. Like, he did send that photo discreetly, and he did jump the guy before he had a chance to transform.
Yeah, so blessings to you, Shinji.
Yeah. Like, you had your moments. Yeah. It's like that scene from Yu-Gi-Oh when the Robo Brothers were like cheating at that game against Joey, and then Mokuba does that power slide. Like, this was Shinji's power slide moment.
Yeah. No, that's where Shinji, like, surprisingly, Shinji was better in his civilian form than he has been in his rider form for the longest time.
Yeah.
Like, it's to show that, it's not just because he's a Kamen Rider, he is that way. He's that way 24/7.
Yeah.
He is that way always. And bless Shinji for that. Like, seriously, like, no joke. I would roughly say that, like, the first episode obviously was like a 6 to me because there was not much went down besides a little bit of lore dumping. Even the 2 episodes of the hostages, those were like 8s in total. And for the last one, I guess it's like a 6 and 3/8. Besides the introduction of Olja and everything like that, now we have the devil definitely is walking among us right now.
And at this point in time, we have seen 7 writers.
Yes, 7 so far. 2 are gone. Scissor and Guy are now gone.
Yeah.
Leaving us only with the current team of Ryuki, Knight, Raya, Olja, and
Zolda. Yeah.
So
who are the other 6 writers that we haven't seen yet? We'll find out.
We're only gonna get a few more, which God.
Yeah.
But that is for this review, people.
All right, let's see what the comments have to say. Guy is more insufferable than even Scissors. He's just around for more episode.
I did not mind Scissor. I didn't mind.
Yeah.
Guy was just because, again, we got to spend more time with June than anything.
Yeah.
If it was actually Guy, I'm like, all right, but we're dealing with June mainly. Like, that's the thing that is grind. It's what grinds my gears. Yeah. June is insufferable. Bless the actor for how he portrayed June. You really made me hate this character.
Yeah, same.
So I'm like, yeah. Wish we did get more Guy than June.
Yeah. All right. Shinji was definitely super special, awesome in the last few episodes. Yeah. Oh, bless his heart.
Well, here's the thing. Now Shinji has a villain.
Mm-hmm.
He never saw the other riders as such. He hasn't to this day. Mm-hmm. He doesn't like Solda. Shuichi. He doesn't like him. Same thing goes with now with June as Guy, and now we have Olja, who he knows is a psychopathic, who's a psychopath. Yeah. So does that go against your own rules, Shinji, about not killing someone? If someone's doing bad, horrible things, are they also exempt? Or would you let them run free? No, you wouldn't. So now you have a bad guy to deal with. I don't think you would look at Ren or even Raya the same way. Shinji is very black and white, people.
Yeah. But not in the way Nago is.
Yeah,
All right. Yeah. Brett Barrett is better than June. What's his face? Well, to be fair, Brett Barrett at least had a motivation to participate. He was framed for a crime he didn't commit, and then was blackmailed to fight Len if, in order to gain the footage needed to clear his name. He was between a rock and a hard place. I totally get it, But June, what's your purpose?
Not really nothing. Also,
Yeah.
what was Oja's reason for being in the Rider fights in the American version?
Well, believe it or not, he was somehow even scummier than how do I put it? Both JTC and Drew Lansing were the biggest scumbags in the entire show, but the difference is that Drew Lansing had less loyalty to Xaviax than JTC did. And that's, of course, why JTC had to take him out. But yeah, basically JTC was a hacker, so much so that he almost got invited to join the G-Men. The Men in Black equivalent of the show. And of course, he declined and became like an cyber terrorist, basically. And it's of course, ends up teaming up with Xaviax voluntarily. But the worst part of it is he manipulated Maya, and there's no forgiving that. Yeah.
So,
Lansing, he's just a con artist. It's he was selling bogus cell phones.
Well, we couldn't put a murderer on TV for a children's show in America. Now,
Yeah. But hey, snake in the digital grass, I suppose.
I guess so.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I'm seeing sticking out behind you. Yeah. It's the writings on the walls, people. Joker was talking out of his butt the whole time, and because he's charismatic, edgy teenagers think that he was being philosophical and deep and think that they can relate. The guy's a psychopath. Even that scene where he holds the gun to his head, in the hospital. If you pay attention carefully, he has his thumb over the safety hammer, which means that even if Harvey did choose to pull the trigger, the gun wouldn't fire.
Yeah.
He's I'm a wild animal. Things happen at random. The world is full of chaos. But the thing is, you are deliberately controlling the gun to not fire, asshole.
Yeah, no, that's the thing that, with that movie is it's all strong. They make it seem like it's philosophical and everything. But I'm no. Go back and rewatch the film. Really pay attention. Don't just that's why there's so many of you guys, so many of these people that listen to these bogus podcasts, ours exempt, of how you should be and how it, in all honesty, no, pay attention to what they say and what they do. See, words are cheap. Words are a penny a dozen. Seriously.
Yeah.
You saying something, but you actually doing it, that's the payoff right there.
Yeah.
Did the Joker actually Did the Joker actually take over Gotham with just a couple of bullets and a barrel of gas? No. No, he didn't.
But he convinced you he did.
He convinced you he did. He says, like, yeah, so wait, I was like, wait, did he really? No. No. The first scene in the where he showed up at the party, he didn't go in there by himself. He had a whole bunch of guys with him.
Yeah, and
That's not a few bullets.
Mhm.
More that you got an entire artillery back there.
Yeah, like even that bank heist in the very opening of the film, he carefully orchestrated everything that literally everyone would end up killing each other, so that he only has to take out one guy instead of 5 guys.
Yeah, so it's like a couple of bullets and a barrel of gas. You mean the gas that Harvey Dent? That wasn't one barrel, baby. That was that was a refinery's worth.
Mm-hmm.
Are you kidding me? No, he's completely, yeah, you're right. He's bullshitting. And it's the same thing with Raya, except this is years before that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, again, psychopaths and killers, they're talking out of their asses. They're just making you feel like they know when they, and in all honesty, like, you know, the one thing that he did say, though, that actually was true was the fact that he said he's a dog chasing cars. Like, have you ever seen that? It's like, you know, wait, why? Yeah, I don't know. We don't know why. We don't know why dogs do that. They just do. Well, what the fuck are they going to do when they catch it? I don't know. Neither does a dog. The dog's just stupid. Like, what? Why? They're stupid. They're just, again.
But that's and yet another lie that the Joker says, because like Joker wasn't being stupid. He was being smart in that he orchestrated everything. You know, granted, like, did he like were his physical actions as grandiose as he made him out to be? No. But he was smart enough to like make it appear that way. Like planting the seeds of doubt, for example. Like, he deliberately lied to Batman about the 2 address, who's in which address, because he knew that, like, oh, he's gonna go for this one, I'm gonna make him go for the other one. You know, it's
and
like
the whole thing with, you know, along with again, Guy and Oja,
yeah,
is believing that that you letting the clown out of the box, you know, oh, it's going to make the game interesting. Yeah, you do know you're involved in this game too, right?
Yeah, he's going to come for you too.
Yeah, you do realize that, right? No, is that why you went, like, you attacked him and you're like, I'm going to kill you? I'm like, you're the one who did this. You believe that you had an ally. You didn't. You let crazy out.
And it's like
crazy with the kid.
It's like that scene from Rob Zombie's Halloween where Michael kills Danny Trejo. It's like, but Michael, I loved and cared for you. And?
Which, I can't believe I know anything about this movie, but I do. Apparently, there was a deleted scene in the movie, because, again, that comes out of nowhere. It really does. It comes out of nowhere. Like, what? Why? He was the only one that actually cared and talked to you. Like, there was apparently a little bit of diddling throughout the years. That is, like, that's why.
That would have really helped contextualize the betrayal.
Yeah.
So because I didn't have that context, my takeaway was, oh yeah, Michael is a psychopath and he doesn't discriminate with his victims.
But again, he saw children, didn't do anything to them. He's, there's like, but I'm like, no, that just solidifies. I'm like, but yeah, having that removed, I'm like, yeah, no. I think Trejo was the one who's like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Or just have him kill me, blah, blah, but don't let that be a thing. Crazy how you would rather kill yourself off in a movie or in a show instead of you being seen as as one of those.
Oh yeah, no. Even in the movie Lovely Bones, like the actor who played the villain, he literally went into months of therapy after finishing filming that movie because he
like,
felt so disgusted with himself just playing the character.
I choose death. No,
Yeah.
right on you. But yeah, no, that's the same thing with Guy and Oja. It's just the stupidity in believing that you allow such evil to be freely, like, you know, to freely to exist, and you believing you have some type of like protection against it. No, you didn't.
Yeah,
And
if you think about it, it's kind of like the movie Nope, with Jordan Peele, because it's like, because Jupiter thought like, oh, I could control that cloud alien thing if I feeded horses once a week, but like, no, it was very indiscriminate with what it ate, and he ended up getting eaten with it.
Which I'm like, yeah, so what? Again, you stupid. You believed, you thought, but who told you that was how it was going to be?
Yeah.
Nobody. So stupid is as stupid does.
That is actually clinically correct.
Yeah. So
clinically speaking, that is the correct phrase.
Goodbye. Although the poor unicorn is running around without a home now.
Yeah.
What else we got?
All right, that's it. If you guys enjoyed, please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon to stay notified for our latest videos. We discuss all things movies, TV shows, that involve tokusatsu, such as Kamen Rider Ryuki, Kamen Rider Zets, Super Space Sheriff Gavon Infinity, and of course, Ultraman Cosmos. Additionally, check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show. We discuss things, movies, TV shows, and video games, and things that are outside of the realm of tokusatsu. If you want to check out our content, go to our Instagrams and whatnot. If you want to say hi to us in person, we'll be at the following conventions at the following dates: May 31st, Robo Toy Fest, Burbank Marriott Convention Center, and Power Morphicon, August 28th through the 30th at the Pasadena Convention Center. I'm excited. 20th anniversary for Mystic Force, 25th anniversary for which was it? Time Force, I believe. No, Wild Force.
Of course, yeah.
Wild Force. No, not Wild Force. It's Time Force. 25th anniversary for Time Force. Yeah. I can't believe I messed that up. But yeah, so definitely a lot of stuff going on at Morphicon this year. We can't wait to see you guys. And until next time, peace out. Have a great week.